Please note that any comments, jokes, questions, maybe anything that we say on the history of bad ideas is all in good fun. And remember, we insult everybody. Our thoughts, opinions, questions, anything else, actions that we do on the show do not reflect any of our employers, organizations, advertisers, or anyone else that is associated with the history of bad ideas. And remember, at the end of the day, it's just a joke.
Superman before Zack Snyder ruined him. Michael Keaton was the best Batman, while Christian Bale was just deadpan. No one remembers the other ones. Princess Leia in bikini and transform a Lamborghini. Please don't let Shia LaBeouf ever act again.
Please, God, no.
Remembering tales from the crypt, back when Michael Bay wrote good scripts.
He wrote scripts.
All right here is no mystery. It's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas. It's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas.
Podcast.
Welcome to the History of Bad Ideas, episode 551. I'm Jeff.
I'm Brian.
I'm Patrick.
And I'm Marlia.
Woohoo!
Scabs all over the place.
I know, it's like scab day here.
Yeah. No Jim. He's suspended again, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. After last week,
Yeah.
has to be.
Jason spreading the gospel in Alabama, trying to get us back in Alabama's good graces, I heard.
I hear he's failing, though.
Yeah. He clearly, he just roll tide. Just
Roll
say,
Tide.
well, yeah. That's all I got to do. But
And then I think I heard him yell War Eagle.
probably,
And then-
yeah. So we don't honestly know where Jason is. So that's the last check-in we got. Blake apparently took a nap.
Sometime last year.
So he couldn't leave the house at such a late hour based on his text. So a very last-second replacement text to Pat and Marlia.
Isn't it typically like the same time every week?
Yes.
Got it.
This it's a set like roundabout like 8-ish. Yes.
When we get together and...
But to be fair, Blake doesn't know where I live. So he probably would have needed to leave like an hour early just to make sure he got here on time.
Do you want him to know where you live?
I'm not complaining.
I mean, you did share the address,
I
so
did
he could find it out if he
Yes,
really
my
wanted
address is in the group chat, so if he really wanted to be here, he could have shown up.
But hey, I think this is better because they brought stuff for us to eat.
Yeah, we got all kinds of snacks.
Brought so many snacks. Cleared out the cupboard.
I've been hearing about these snacks for a while now, but now that they're actually here...
I definitely told you I was supposed to give you 2 of them like 2 weeks ago.
Yes, this is true. And 2 of the other ones have been mentioned to me like 6 months ago.
Yeah,
so,
it's been a while. The beef jerky is yeah.
Yes.
It's been marinating.
Good thing beef jerky doesn't go bad. I mean, it's jerky.
We could look and make sure that it hasn't, but I don't believe it has.
I guess it has an expiration date, but I mean, come on, it's jerky. That's good for like decades. Probably not.
This is Best Buy 11/15/2024.
All right.
So we got a few months.
Yeah. And that's just buy.
Best Buy. Yeah. So if we go past that.
I mean, that means it's still good for...
3/18/24 over here.
Ooh. So it's
Still.
not going to be the best.
It's not going to be the best.
Do we
but-
try? Do we try the expired beef jerky?
And that's the
Doritos
the
spice.
spicy sweet chili Dorito flavored beef jerky.
Ooh.
So,
I mean, we got to try it.
of course,
Can't be worse than the ranch ice cream, right?
it cannot.
Well, no, I don't think anything can be worse than the ranch ice cream.
It cannot. Thanks,
I-
Doug.
That goes down in infamy.
My brother showed me something yesterday that I think might be, but I
Okay.
don't want to get on the Doug side of things.
You don't want Doug to actually get it.
Yeah, no. It's s'mores or everything bagel and cream cheese flavored ramen. They have it at Walmart.
S'mores
That was
and?
that was an
Those
either
are two
or.
separate
Two
things.
Separate
Oh.
everything bagel, cream cheese,
Ramen.
ramen,
Or
s'mores,
ramen.
Dessert ramen does not.
It sounds odd.
It
Very odd.
does-
There's mini marshmallows in it and everything.
No.
Yeah,
The noodles and mini mart. No.
like
But then it'll just be like,
Swiss Miss.
okay, I guess.
So hot chocolate with noodles.
No,
Hot
thank
chocolate.
you.
I was just going to say with
chocolate
mini
spaghetti.
marshmallows, it's
It's basically
Lucky
like
Charms.
Elf, right?
It's Lucky Charms. Yeah, yeah. And marshmallow is one of the 4 food groups. I think that's what Will Ferrell taught me.
It's top of the pyramid.
That hurts my head thinking about s'mores ramen. To be honest,
Yeah,
But speaking of s'mores, we also have s'mores jelly beans that were brought tonight. As
Jelly
well.
Belly s'mores.
So
Please ignore the clearance sticker. We can pretend I bought those full price.
I'm fine with clearance,
My mouth doesn't care how much it cost.
that's what she said.
but I've got the board here in front of me, and I'm making the sound effects with my voice.
It's better that way sometimes.
At least you finally realize that it's not music; it's a sound effect.
Yeah,
Unlike
oh, yeah.
Jason, play the music. Our entrance, because that's the only music we have.
Do.
I apologize for hitting the horn button last week. Jim told me not to, but I
Couldn't
had
help
to.
yourself.
Couldn't
Yeah.
help myself,
Nah, that's all right.
and I didn't realize it was up full volume.
Oh, God.
when I hit it. So.
Oh Lord.
But anywho, I'm looking at those s'mores jelly beans. I think that's got to be first.
Start us off, Jeff.
It's a good place to start for sure.
While we're opening those, can we talk about how ugly the All-Star Game jerseys are?
I guess I'm going to have to look these up because I've heard people talking about how ugly they were, but I haven't seen them yet.
It makes me cringe the fact that the jerseys are ugly, but then they had perfectly good hats to go along with the white jerseys. And then rather than use those hats for the game, they decided to also make the worst looking hats for the game itself.
Yes.
And like the underbrim of the hat's cool. It's got a little star and a bunch of details, which I guess they've started doing recently because the City Connect jerseys have the hats have those too. It's not the same, obviously, but like cool little stuff like that, really gets the people that like that kind of stuff going.
Ooh, those aren't good. You're right.
Yeah, they're like
they're rough.
Just let them wear their own jerseys again, please. MLB.
I don't understand why. Yeah, like just create an all-star jersey for every team and let them wear their own team's jerseys.
I mean, just wear home and away. That's
Hang
all you
on
gotta
a second. What if they all just wore their City Connect jerseys for the All-Star game? Wouldn't that be kind of awful?
That actually would be pretty
That'd be
bad.
pretty horrible.
I think you would have to have the home whites versus the road grays, like they used to.
Sure,
That way,
sure.
everybody's in white or gray.
Or the home whites versus the City Connects.
I guess you could.
Or either, yeah.
Or the road grays versus city.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
field should go.
Right.
But not all of them have City Connects yet.
True. Some of them have multiple. But because they didn't like
Fanatics is still dropping the ball on uniforms. Shockingly.
And I don't think the Yankees, are ever going to get one. Because they're too traditional.
Right. It would have to have like a bald head and a shaved face, and then that would just be their jersey.
Their City Connect would be white with blue pinstripes.
Yes. Yeah. So basically the jerseys they have anyway.
Yes.
I think that was his point.
Fair.
Well, I do like these toasted marshmallow jelly beans.
Yeah, they have a slight s'mores flavor, but they're extremely reminiscent of the toasted marshmallow ones. Yeah.
I'm not really getting the graham cracker. Slight chocolate with the toasted marshmallow.
Yeah. Well, these are pretty good.
I like them.
I'm not a big s'mores fan in general.
Oh, I love s'mores. They're just too messy to eat.
Yeah.
Like even an actual s'more, or just
That's more like No, I don't
Like
mind
the
like
flavor.
Yeah, like all of the flavored things. But yeah, these aren't bad at all. I like them.
What is your favorite way to cook a s'more? I know a lot of people do them differently. Some people cook the marshmallow first. Other people use like random other stuff. It's good to do in the microwave sometimes if you're in a pinch. But
I think I've only made them roasting the marshmallow over a fire.
What do you mean do the marshmallow first? I genuinely don't know what you mean, because you have the graham cracker. You have whatever form of chocolate you use, whether that be just regular chocolate or like get fancy and do like a Reese's cup or some shit like
Reese's
that.
cup s'mores are great.
But like, what do you mean? How would, if you're toasting the marshmallow first, how do you set up the rest of the s'more? Because there's nowhere to put the toasted marshmallow.
Oh, no, you toast the marshmallow.
you can still toast the marshmallow while you're setting the rest of it up.
And then you bring the toasted marshmallow that's on your little skewer, and you use the graham crackers to squish it and pull it off the skewer.
Okay, yes, no, the way that you're saying it, I'm imagining you have a fully toasted marshmallow, and then you go to be like, all right, now time to get my graham crackers set up. Like, do you not put that on a plate or like a napkin or?
Sometimes you get crazy and flip it upside down, put the chocolate on top of the marshmallow that's over the fire, and then put the graham cracker on top to keep it there, so it adds an extra little melty flavor to it.
Yeah.
It's gonna melt regardless.
I know
What do you
sometimes
mean, extra
people
melty flavor.
will melt the chocolate over the fire. Yeah. They'll have not a skewer. What do you call it? Like when you like cook fish over a fire, you kind of put it in that little contraption.
Yes, yeah. I don't know how to describe it, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
They'll put the whole s'more in there and then cook that over the fire.
Like in a frying pan?
No. So it's like a
cage. That, like,
yeah. So if you ever been like camping and you cook like 10 hot dogs at a time over a fire, it's that little, it's that contraption. Not a grill, because you could also do s'mores on the grill. That would be interesting, but it could be possible.
Yeah, well, I guess it would be very possible. It would probably be messy and be very messy on your grill.
Yes.
I want to grill my s'mores.
Smoke them?
Smoke them.
Smoke 'em.
Put them in the smoker.
Heck yeah.
Take hours to make it.
If you're listening to this, you know what to do.
Sean doesn't listen.
Maybe we'll make him listen.
I didn't know. Jesus.
Sean, we're out to get you.
And some s'mores off your smoker.
Okay. So s'more talk is over.
We're ending s'more talk.
No s'more of that.
No s'more of that. Yes. I like that. Titles for the show. What has everybody been watching?
Let's see. Been watching House of the Dragon.
Okay.
Talked about that last week, so
I still haven't finished season 1. So.
Oh no.
Yeah.
They're all starting to die this season.
Oh, sweet.
I'm waiting till that ends. Like the season finishes before starting it, because I don't do well with like
Waiting.
So you just binge it.
Oh yeah, big binger.
I've been watching The Acolyte, which no one else is watching.
Nope. Still have not started that.
I don't even know what it's about.
Star Wars.
Star Wars thing.
Whoops.
Why whoops?
Because I should know about that, I guess.
If I don't, you don't have to either.
Well, you don't know anything about the Star Wars.
Correct.
I have been watching tutorials on how to set up our new bowling system, POS, which has been awful and fun, but awfully fun.
You just said a lot of words.
I did.
Not sure what they were supposed to mean, but
I don't think it's positive, because of seeing you today. You were not okay.
There are a lot of other things going on, but that is a couple of them. Yeah.
So, like, on YouTube,
No,
Or
training videos.
Okay, so it's actual
training. Yeah, yeah.
They didn't just drop it off and then
They were just like, oh hey, this
like a DIY thing for you.
Yeah, no, that would be.
Well, they did just drop it off,
Yeah.
and then they gave him a video with it.
Oh,
Yeah. We had trainers that were like, this is what you should do, and then here's just like the amount of videos that you can watch. And I'm like, okay, my brain hurts, but thanks.
Fair.
So it's basically build your own bowling alley.
Yeah, kind of, except they're installing it. So they're the ones building it, and I'm just there along for the ride, trying to make it all work for us,
What channel is that on? Is it streaming anywhere?
I believe it's on...
Snapchat Plus?
Yeah, it could be on Snapchat Plus.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll add that to mine.
I expect to see that on your story tomorrow.
It will be. Trust me. Or bowlingalleytrainingvideos.com.
Oh,
Wow.
Trademark that. Jeff, have you caught up on The Boys?
no, I think I'm about 2 weeks behind on The Boys.
Okay. I just caught up today.
Okay. Hoping to talk about it, but no one else has caught up.
No, I mean I was, but all I'm going to say is I'm very, very bored. I know we kind of talked about that at the beginning of the season, but I'm just authentically just bored with the story now. It's I just don't care.
And you're 2 episodes ahead of me, and I was already, I'm not rushing to watch it or anything.
Yeah, I just it's just not good anymore.
Yeah.
I hate to say that, but it's, I don't know.
Every season is just a little bit less than the previous season, I feel.
Yeah, and okay. So you're not caught up, so I won't spoil anything. So I'm caught up on that, and it's just, I can't wait for it to be over.
To be over, so you can just not have to
worry about it.
Great. That's a sign of a good show.
It's a good way to spend 10 hours. What else have we watched?
I have been watching the new Criminal Minds season is
I've
mid.
been wanting to start that too.
Have you watched the last
I did
streaming
watch
season?
Maybe I'm pretty sure I finished it. I'll have to check.
Okay.
I feel like I finished it.
I mean, it's pretty much a continuation of the last season.
Yeah. Anything with Matt Saracen in it, I'm going to watch it.
Oh, yeah, I guess that guy was in your show, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And he's still the head bad guy in this season, so.
Yeah.
So you will enjoy it. Because honestly, I think he's smarter than the FBI profilers.
My dogs always pick the absolute worst activities to engage in when we're recording at my house.
They do dog things.
Yeah, they do dog things. I watched The Beekeeper.
I do not know The Beekeeper.
What?
It's the last Jason Statham movie that come out.
Oh, okay.
Boy, was that fucking awful. It starts out so good. I was hooked, and then at the end, I was sitting there, and I was just like, are you fucking kidding me?
Did he punch a bee, like Jason always said?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, he never actually punches a bee. It's just, it's awful. And I haven't seen the second Meg movie, the Megalodon shark movie.
Yeah.
The first one was, I thought the first one was his worst movie ever.
Until The Beekeeper?
Until The Beekeeper.
Wow.
It has all of the attributes to be a good Jason Statham movie.
But fails. Well,
yeah, it is. Whew, it was rough.
That doesn't bode well if Brian doesn't like a Jason Statham movie.
Yes. Yeah. I do not. 0 out of 0 stars. Do not recommend.
Do not recommend. Wait, 0 out of 0? That means it's a perfect rating.
There's 0 out of
Any number.
Any amount of stars that anyone could possibly rate.
Any greater than 0 number.
Correct.
Pat's celebrating, so I'm assuming the American League has done something.
David Fry in his first All-Star game at bat just hit an RBI single, scored Juan Soto, and it's now tied 3-3.
Ah.
For all of you listeners who are going to be getting live updates tomorrow of tonight's All-Star game.
Well, that way they'll feel they're sitting here with us.
Right.
They are sitting here with us. Just don't watch the All-Star game before you listen.
Yeah, wait till Wednesday night to watch the All-Star game. Because you'll listen to this first, obviously.
Duh.
Oh, I'm trying to think what else I've been watching.
I'm still watching Bosch. Still going.
Still going. Yeah, I thought you got to the end of that already.
I'm almost to the end of season 6. There's 7.
Okay.
And then there's 2 seasons of the spinoff so far. 3rd coming. And I just now realized that there's another spinoff
Oh.
that they're doing.
Oh, they haven't
They're
done yet.
making.
Yeah, they're making another. It's like another character from the book world. That she like it's a lady. She'll be the main character, and then Bosch will just be like a recurring character.
Okay.
So, but yeah.
Honestly, what I've been watching, I've saw a couple of trailers recently that's getting me excited about things that are coming out.
Like what?
Umbrella Academy season 4 comes out early August.
Final season. Yeah.
Final season, and I'm kind of excited to see that. The Agatha All Along trailer for that, the spinoff of the WandaVision show.
I did see that today. I believe we posted that on our Facebook page.
Okay, it's very
Jason
probable.
seemed very excited about it, so he'll probably watch 3 episodes and then forget about it.
Probably. That sounds about right. I'll watch it all, but I think that's September when that comes out.
And is that Catherine Hahn?
Catherine Hahn.
Yeah.
Which she's great in everything she does, and
Yep.
she was great in WandaVision, so she deserves to get a spinoff, in my opinion. So, yeah, that one I'm getting excited about. Time Bandit show, I think, is coming out any week now.
Oh yeah.
And it's, I guess, based off of the old movie from the early 80s, but completely different, but is similar. So I'm just curious if it's going to, how much nostalgia is going to be in it versus it being completely redone or whatnot.
And if I'm not mistaken, we are very close to the final season of Karate in the Valley.
Oh, yes.
That should be starting, I believe, this week.
Yeah.
Like the end of this week.
Yeah, I think you are right. That is getting ready. And
Yeah.
now, I heard this season was going to be released in two
parts. Yeah,
so
I think it'll be like 4 and 4.
4 episodes, and then a couple months later, another 4 episodes.
I believe so, yes.
Why not just make it 2 seasons at that point?
Because 4 episodes does not make a season. That's just a long episode.
Yeah.
It does if you're thinking about Sherlock.
Okay. Sherlock does 1.5 to 2 hour episodes.
Sure, but there's only 3 in a season.
And they haven't done one of those in all 10 years now.
At least 10 years.
That would be cool for them to do another season of Sherlock. It's only 3 episodes. Have you ever watched Sherlock?
I have not.
I would highly recommend.
Agreed.
I mean, it's where Benedict Cumberbatch got his
Yes.
fame.
Fame.
Before that, he wasn't a household name. Now he's Bandicoot Cumber Fun. All you have to do is say, 4-syllable word beginning with B and then a 4-syllable word beginning with a C, and everyone knows what you're talking about.
Correct.
Blabbermouth Cootermobile.
That's something. But I know exactly what you're talking about.
My favorite actor.
Blabbermouth Cootermobile. I'd watch that movie.
Well, I'd watch a movie that stars him in it. No.
What kind of movie are you talking, Jeff?
You know, it's sad that Blabbermouth Cootermobile won't be in Sharonville October 18th through the 20th
No.
for the Cincinnati Comic Expo.
But you know who will be?
Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris.
Hobie. We'll be there.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's the reason most people will come.
Sure.
Hobie will be there.
Katie
With
Sackhoff.
fabulous prizes. Oh, yeah. Katie Sackhoff. Hobie has fabulous prizes. Katie Sackhoff might, but I can't guarantee that.
I'm not sure what kind of prizes she brings for her table.
Ming Na Wen?
Yeah. Just picked up a Finnick Shand Funko for her to sign.
Sweet.
Yeah. Kevin Eastman.
Oh,
Be there.
yes. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle co-creator. Kind of cool. A bunch of voices from X-Men 97. I think they're trying to get the entire cast,
That's what it seems like.
which would be
Be awesome.
it would be awesome for fans of that to one place get
Yeah.
most of either autographs if that's what you go for or
Photo ops.
photo ops. So that'd be kind of cool.
And fan panels.
Yes. I'm sure there will be several fan panels, probably hosted by a member of Hobie or Old Man Brad. I'm a little late on that.
I'm Brad.
There we go.
It's weird that I can't hear that. I was waiting
I was gonna
for
say
it.
we all heard that.
Yeah. But I'm used to
Yeah.
It was
No.
a very faint
yeah.
Brad.
Don't pretend you're sitting the farthest away from him. There's no way you
That's
can do
true.
that.
I heard it.
Well, yeah, you have headphones.
I know. It's because I got the board. Here, I'll do it again.
I'm Brad.
See, everyone hear that?
No.
Absolutely not.
So then you won't hear it when I hit the...
Nope.
Oh,
The super loud horn that time?
The super loud. It wasn't super loud.
Okay,
I
fair,
had it
fair.
down a little, but it was the horn.
Yeah, if you want to make yourself deaf, you could turn it up all the way and see what happens. Please don't do that.
No, I won't do that to our listeners. I hit the horn once. I think that's plenty of times.
That's enough horn, Jeff.
Okay, I can do the sad trombone.
Isn't that a horn?
Trombone, technically is a horn, so
Yeah, it's too much horn.
I guess I'll go for the rim shot then. Thank you, everybody, for listening to Jeff Hit Buttons.
Amazing people. So many people listen to this every week. Mind blowing to me. So since this is a wild card, we don't really have an outline. I was gonna just scroll through our Twitter feed to see
Do
if
that.
we had any
Good questions?
questions and or comments.
Or people probably saying nasty things about us, as they tend to do.
Oh, there's a tweet that we should probably have looked at.
Oh no!
We'll talk about that off air.
That sounds very ominous.
It has to do with the group chat when we talked about the Facebook page. So we're doing that from Twitter now too.
Oh, good.
So
Oh, that's great.
yeah,
So everybody who doesn't understand, it sucks. But, while you're going through that, I'm thinking, do we want to try goldfish or beef jerky next?
I say we try the expired beef jerky.
Okay. That's true. We should probably get that as soon as possible.
Yeah, get that out of the way just so that we can.
I mean, it's a little less best
Yeah.
the longer we go. The longer we let it sit there.
It gets less and less best.
Oh, I see what's happening.
You do?
Oh, no.
Correct. Let's see here. I mean, it's nothing bad. It's just you know.
So let's get a whiff of this. This is the Doritos Spicy Sweet Chili Dorito Beef Jerky. I'm not saying that smell is good.
I mean, you saw my face as I opened it.
Yes. Well, let me get a piece out to munch. Oh, that's a thick piece.
A big piece.
Jeff went all the way in on that.
I just grabbed the top piece.
All right, okay. That smell, it smells like beef jerky.
Can you smell that smell? Because I can.
The smell of
It also smells like not beef jerky. It's very, I don't know what, it smells kind of soapy almost.
I don't think that's just the Dorito flavor, or the Doritos smell.
Would you like to smell it?
Oh, I can smell it.
Fair.
It honestly smells better once it's out of the bag. I
Yeah.
think being in the bag is... But,
Honestly, for being expired since March, it doesn't taste much different outside of the fact that it's flavored differently than most other Jack Link's beef jerkies.
I mean, it's still mainly beef jerky
Yeah.
and a little bit of flavor.
Yeah, it's not like breaking apart super differently than normal.
No.
This is close to like the sweet and hot.
Yeah.
That would make sense, seeing as it's spicy sweet.
True.
That wasn't supposed to be rude. That was just...
But it does, it's the spicy sweet of a Dorito. Or well, like, you can definitely see where the Dorito influence is versus just being a spicy sweet beef. It's spicy sweet Dorito beef. If that makes sense to anybody else.
You bought it.
I did, but I bought it for them to try it, and here we are.
That
trying
backfired on you,
Yeah,
for
it
you,
did.
didn't it?
It just so happens.
Talk about your all-time backfire.
It's not, I didn't like buy them something disgusting and then try and make them eat it without me eating it. I bought something that I might also think I'd enjoy.
So you're not...
Just think how good this would have been months ago before it was.
Yeah, in March,
before
this would have been so good.
We'll get to try that out with the chili cheese Fritos at Jack Link's.
February would have
Well,
been so good.
Basically, any time before St. Patrick's Day, this beef jerky was prime.
Prime beef jerky.
All right, so as I'm scrolling the feed, we need listener feedback.
All right, everyone, hear that? Send in
us,
feedback.
yes, send us in your questions or comments for
At
listener
Bad Ideas Podcast on Twitter.
and Threads.
Or follow the History of Bad Ideas Facebook page. And make comments on the stupid things that Jason posts.
Yes. He's the only one that posts the stupid things.
The cool things are somebody else.
Okay.
But you did.
I will go to Threads now to see if we have any feedback on Threads.
Does anybody follow us on Threads? I personally have never been on Threads.
I don't really understand what Threads is.
It's just a new version of social media.
That nobody really understands. We have 118 Thread followers.
Wow. I didn't know there were 118 people on Threads.
We have not posted very consistently on Threads. Yeah. Okay.
We're not on Blue Sky Social or anything, are we?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I hope not.
Well, it's not like it's Truth Social, so come on.
Down the hall. I mean, to be fair, somebody should probably give that a shot, though.
Ooh. Moving on.
Sorry, moving on. Yeah.
I don't need 7 Truth Social accounts.
We'll discuss it down the hall. So nobody on
Threads has anything that they want to ask us. And I'm going Facebook now.
All right.
Did we have a Hello Jeff box this week?
Oh, we do now. Full of Doritos and Frito flavored, what do you call it?
Beef jerky.
Thank you. I forgot the words for beef jerky. I'm getting too old. I'm forgetting words. I need to retire so I don't have to work anymore and forget all these words. Oh. Well, once I start making money at podcasting, that would be great.
Yeah, let's work on that.
Yeah. In the meantime, I won't be retiring.
Let's see.
Although forgetting words as easily as I do anymore would make it difficult to go on a game show and win money that way. Because you got to know the words right away. Yeah. Who is that one guy who I can picture but can't come up with his name?
Oh, damn it.
Yeah. There is. There. Nobody wants to ask us anything on social media. Apparently,
I guess we should have yelled out, "Hey, give us some listener feedback!" But we didn't pay attention.
Yeah, I mean, Jason hasn't really been paying attention to his own podcast for the last couple months, anyway. So,
well, that's true.
He's got family.
Family is more important than a volunteer podcast.
Once a week, Jason.
He was voluntold, not volunteered.
So are there any fun news stories?
That's where I was headed to next.
All right. So, Pat, have you eaten anything good lately? 1,000 of anything good lately?
I have not eaten 1,000 of anything good lately,
Okay.
except for maybe M&Ms, which I don't count those. I feel like you could eat 1,000 mini M&Ms very, very quickly.
When is the last time you ate M&Ms?
Literally, when I was at the house earlier, it was in the trail mix that I was eating.
That doesn't count. That's trail mix. That's not just eating M&Ms.
Yeah, but they were in the trail mix, so they count towards the count of 1,000 that I'm not paying attention to at all.
Okay, outside of the trail mix M&Ms, when's the last time you just opened a bag of M&Ms?
It's been a few days. Months, weeks, years, maybe.
Well, oh, God, I've probably eaten thousands of peanut M&Ms this year.
Heck yeah. Peanut butter M&Ms are my personal favorite.
Those are good, too.
I like the crispy.
Oh, those are good, too. Pretty much all the M&Ms other than just plain.
Does the crispy M&M imply the existence of the grilled M&M?
They're not chicken.
I'm getting...
It took me a second.
I got stared at by all three people in the room besides me when I said that, so that's fair.
The M&Ms aren't chicken, where the choices are crispy or grilled.
That is no.
Although chicken M&Ms, might have to look at that for a Hello Jeff box.
No, I think we're just going to stop that there. Yeah, just going to go back in time and just forget I ever said that.
Fried chicken with a M&M coating, though.
I feel like you could find that at the Ohio State Fair if you really tried hard enough, because they had a lot of weird shit.
I mean, you can just do chicken and M&Ms in ramen. I guess that's something you can do.
I don't like this conversation.
What if you did an M&M waffle with chicken?
I feel like that'd be awesome.
Except I can't.
You're not a fan of.
I'm not a fan of the chicken and waffle.
Yeah.
waffle.
I just special waffle with the maple syrup, sweet chicken. No, savory. No.
Yeah, we did one time. We got a waffle from Waffle House and then went over to the Cane's that was right next to it and got Cane's and did it that way. And I got a chocolate chip waffle. So the existence of that already in the stratosphere is close. It didn't have the M&M crunchiness to it, obviously, but it wouldn't be that far off from what
Not at
has
all.
already been munched upon.
So, since you experienced, would you recommend other people experience that?
I would say that you would have to have at least 1 to 6 adult beverages before you made that decision.
Okay.
But yeah, no, it wasn't horrible. Was tasty though, I thought. In fact, it was a long time ago. So
even using Cane's chicken, it was tasty.
Was that the COVID trip where we went into the Waffle House and all the chairs were gone and we were like, hey, where are all your chairs? And they said that they
Carry
had to,
out only.
They had to no, it wasn't even that. It was we had to remove all of our chairs because people started picking them up to throw them at us when we told them they couldn't dine in.
Yeah, that's pretty standard Waffle House behavior.
It pretty much is.
Yeah.
It was also the Clifton Waffle House.
Yep.
the Waffle House in Springdale has a waffle window now. You can't even at a certain point go into the Waffle House. You
Nice.
just have to order takeout from in front of the Waffle House. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I saw a meme where they had a Waffle House counter in the middle of Walmart. That'd be kind of cool.
Would be a wild time.
I think it was made up. It was photoshopped, but
I'm in for that.
but Waffle House in Walmart would be
You got to give your people what they want, man.
exactly.
I mean,
I saw something the other day that said that Biden is putting Waffle Houses in army bases, or like on army bases, to strengthen the cohesiveness of it or something. Because Waffle Houses are like the first place people go when stuff happens.
Yeah.
So I guess
You put them at the army base, so
And
when
then-
something happens, they all go to the army base.
well, obviously normal people can't go to the army base anyway, but they'll already be there, I guess. So who knows?
I know that's how you can always tell how bad a natural disaster is if the Waffle House is open or not. If the Waffle House is closed, five siren alarm there. 'Cause-
Yeah.
something bad has happened.
Yes.
Catastrophic.
If there ain't no waffles, something bad's going on. Have any of you guys tried the Skyline breakfast yet?
I have not.
I have not.
Dang, we need to do that sometime. Maybe on the podcast. Well, not on the podcast. That'd be bad.
Yeah.
Real late. Maybe an early morning, short podcast at a Waffle House to try Skyline breakfast. Yeah. No.
It's a lot of moving parts, Pat.
Yeah, for sure.
I think we could pull that off.
No, I think we're good.
So they have breakfast burritos.
So it's a breakfast burrito, breakfast coney, and a breakfast three-way, I believe. But the breakfast three-way does not use spaghetti. It uses tater tots as the base. And then the breakfast burrito has not... Yeah. And then
It has egg.
egg, yeah. And then the breakfast coney is a sausage link. Which is tasty.
the hot dog.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
I still haven't tried them either, and I need to.
As you and I discussed, I would say the three-way is the only one that sounds even remotely edible.
Oh, that's the one I wouldn't touch.
Really?
I ate tater tots.
Well, I mean,
I know. I don't like hash browns.
it's basically just like potato in some form.
It is.
Chili and cheese.
Yeah, I'm not a big
The
fan
rest of them add egg and sausage. No, absolutely
sausage
not.
link sounds great.
Absolutely
Sounds
not.
better than a hot dog.
I also don't do conies because the bun gets so soggy so fast. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Do other versions, not the Skyline, but other versions that aren't as runny? I know I'll probably be called blasphemous for suggesting eating something other than Skyline, but some other, I'm not even going to say any name. There's plenty of different places where you can get a Cincinnati chili coney that doesn't have as runny of a sauce as Skyline.
True. I'd rather just get it in like a 3-way or on a potato.
Okay.
Yep.
So, Brian, any good stories?
Yeah, I just pulled up a story that Blake shared with us. Mini story time with Blake. George R.R. Martin gives an update on Winds of Winter, and no, it's still not done.
Yeah, oh no. His update was, will you people quit asking for updates?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, come on. The fact people should just stop asking anyway, because all it does is make him more resistant to finish.
Correct. He shared the update on his Not a Blog page.
Yes.
Saying that he was meeting with British publishers soon, but cautioned that that isn't a sign that the novel is anywhere near done.
Well, the last time he mentioned something about he was meeting with his British publishers, everyone thought that meant, oh, it's almost done. It's going to come out this year. And it was like, no, I'm just going to be in London, and every time I'm in London, I meet with my publishers. We do a little face-to-face.
Yeah.
Now, granted, they're probably saying, so, George, when are you going to finish the book?
Apparently, they're doing a Game of Thrones stage play in London as well.
Oh, I missed that part.
What?
Yeah. So later in this article, it says he gave an update on the Game of Thrones stage play set to open in London, which will be another prequel to the events of the main novels and TV show.
Oh, so it's what happens before.
They are leaning towards a title of The Iron Throne.
So would this be like...
Young Ned, Young Robert.
Robert's Rebellion, maybe?
Howland Reed. Jousting on stage. The dream is to open somewhere on London's West End in 2025.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
Yeah.
Are they going to make it a musical? That would be even better.
Just set to the opening, like the Game of Thrones theme song.
Wiener, wiener, floppy wiener. Oh, thank you, Trey Parker and Matt Stone. Every time I hear the Game of Thrones music, I start singing.
Every time since you showed me that episode.
Was it Thanksgiving special?
Was it?
Yeah, I think it was like it was an entire
It was like a not just one episode.
Yeah, it was I thought it was a multi-part episode. But there, yeah, it was the one where Cartman would bring everybody into the garden to talk to him while he really wants to backstab him.
Yeah. Quit committing. What does he call it?
Conspiracy.
Yeah,
Quit committing conspiracy. He's lying to you, you know.
Something that it will probably be coming out soon that everyone should probably skip. HBO is producing a documentary about Pete Rose.
Yep. Saw that.
I'm not going to read the article. I don't care enough to read it. They shouldn't be doing it.
Something.
Unless they, expose him for being a huge creep.
I think at least...
I doubt they will.
Yeah.
I think at least in a part of it, there's a part of it about the baseball portion, and at least from the preview, what I saw, there are definitely people in it that are not going to talk so highly of him. So
good.
Okay.
I don't really need to watch it to find out because I don't really care.
Yeah,
because I know plenty about him to
Correct.
know that I don't need to watch it.
As my dad said about Pete Rose, especially amongst people in Cincinnati, there are people who love Pete Rose and there are people who have met Pete Rose.
Yeah.
That is I can attest that is in fact very true.
Most people who have known him personally really don't have good things to say.
There's a reason they found out about his gambling, because with Shohei Ohtani, that guy probably got paid out the butt.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Pete threw
those guys under the bus, and they were like, okay, sucks to suck. Here's these betting slips.
Yep. Oh, look. And here's the entire system we used.
Yes.
Another probably very pertinent to our podcast article, Ridiculousness
No.
Oh, Lord.
named a new permanent host after Chanel West Coast left. Lauren Lolo Wood is now the permanent host.
Nice.
Permanent laugh track.
Yes.
Now that's still has Diedrich on it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Let's see here. He took a moment to welcome Wood and make an official offer to have her stay permanently on the show.
Oh,
Is he like, would you like to stay on the show?
Oh, I hit the sad trombone. I was going for the rim shot, but I hit the sad trombone, and yeah, but it kind of worked. It wasn't that good of a joke.
No, it wasn't. It was not.
News articles are getting worse and worse every day too.
Oh, they are.
Like this is like literally 3 paragraphs
And just a bunch of
on
ads.
Deadline, and just it said he made an offer to have her stay permanently. She said yes. She was excited.
But doesn't like Chanel or whatever her name is have her own show now?
I think
It doesn't say. I'm not sure. I honestly don't know what or who those people are. So
Yeah, it's not a show I watch, and I don't know who she is other than I think I saw an advertisement for a show she was going to be in.
let's see
I think
here.
Yeah.
Where is the can't go without giving a Yellowstone update.
Oh yeah, what are the Duttons up to?
Oh no, this is like in the actual park. The Torons.
Oh, okay.
Torons.
The headline is iPad wielding tourist demonstrates how to not photograph bison at Yellowstone National Park. A park ranger, luckily for a man, the park ranger intervened before things took a nasty turn. The man was given a perfect demonstration of how not to photograph the native bison. Upon entering a herd on the road, rather than staying within the safety of his own vehicle, the visitor got out and approached the animals using his iPad to snap pictures at a dangerously close range. Okay, first off, the guy had to be like 80 years old.
Oh, no.
If you're taking pictures with your iPad, you have to be
You're
elderly.
saying that, like, 80-year-old people know how to use an iPad.
Yeah, because people our age exist. That's the only reason why they know how to take pictures with their iPad.
All I know is my 80-year-old mother would have zero clue how to even turn on an iPad.
All right, maybe I went a little high on my age, so I'll say like 65.
Okay.
The man continued to draw nearer while other drivers stuck in a growing traffic jam because of him watched in disbelief and only moved when a park ranger intervened and told him to back off.
Did no one yell to the guy?
They were probably honking their horn at him.
Which is not going to spook any buffalo or anything.
No. He reaches the herd of bison who are being nudged forward by park law enforcement and fearlessly stepped right up to the herd to get his shots. Law enforcement officer said, "You need to get 25 yards away," at which the point the man ends filming and, so pleased with himself, returns to his car.
Oh, no better feeling in the world than being pleased with yourself.
25 plus car traffic backup this guy created.
Nice. Are you sure it just wasn't the herd of bison that caused the backup, though?
Maybe. Oh, and there's video. The Torons of Yellowstone. Instagram has video of it. Fantastic.
So those were pictures taken by people who stayed in their car.
Correct.
And were they taken with other people's iPads?
No, they appear to be. It appears to be like iPhone footage. People, I want to say I'm surprised, but I'm not.
Oh, I'm so not surprised. I'm surprised it actually doesn't happen more. By the amount of times we hear it happening, you just figure.
About once a week on this podcast.
roughly 3 out of the 4 weeks of the month.
I have been on this podcast twice in the last couple months, and we talked about someone interacting with bison in a way they should not have both times.
Both times.
Stop bothering the bison.
Just let them live.
Gosh.
And what they need to do is show the people with the iPads how to make the zoom work. You can get a nice close-up shot from far away. Yeah.
So
Brian's demonstrating how to make the zoom work.
before people go into Yellowstone, do you think they should do like the Red Road, like where they used to do like with when you get your driver's license, where they just like scare the ever living piss out of you by like showing you a bunch of crazy car wrecks and stuff?
Oh,
Or,
just a bunch of
oh
people
my
being...
god, that smells horrendous. Brian just opened up the chili cheese Fritos Jack Links, and that was a putrid smell. I hope it tastes better than it smells, because that is something. It might not smell as bad after it was open for a second, but the initial release of stench was mighty magnificent.
Yeah. I'm the farthest away, so I'm not getting any bad stench as of yet. But we're going to head into the chili cheese Frito Jack Link's dried meat product. Thank you. Oh, that's the pack of the
not eat.
the do not eat in there for your freshness. Ooh, I like that one. That is very chili flavored.
That tastes far closer to an actual chili cheese Frito than the Doritos one did.
Well, these are in date, so.
Yeah, these are still in their prime.
Also, the Doritos ones weren't supposed to taste like a chili cheese Frito to begin with.
I mean,
Out.
yeah, they taste closer to chili cheese Frito because that's the flavor put on it. Yeah.
Get out.
Just because you pulled a Jason, don't blame
Oh,
us.
no. The highest of insults.
Get out, all of you. So the chili cheese Frito beef jerky flavor tastes closer to the chili cheese Frito chip than the spicy sweet chili Dorito beef jerky taste to the Dorito sweet chili chips.
Spicy sweet chili chips.
Get out. Get out, all of you. Out now.
Well, thanks for listening.
Titles for the show. Get out. No, that's delightful, though.
Yeah.
That is a good one. Pat, you get a thumbs up for that one.
I'm now even after the 6 months old. Turkey.
I'm just gonna put those there.
Oh. So let me, I guess, look up how the box office did. We can do that.
According to Facebook, I think yesterday, Jason posted that it's been a great week at the box office.
I see something right that said the Despicable Me franchise is over like $5 billion in total and is now the highest grossing animated series of all time.
I heard it was over the $5 billion. I guess it might have passed Shrek or something.
Well, I guess Shrek's coming back with a vengeance with Shrek 5 here shortly.
Oh, so
that'll be an interesting, yeah.
But yeah, we've got. Let's see the weekend box office. We are looking. Whoa, there we go. No, that's not right. I hit a wrong button. Let's see, what weekend did we just have? July 12th through the 14th. I'll hit the right button on this one. Oh, coming in at number 1, Despicable Me made, wow, 43 million?
Damn.
43.5 million in its, well, I guess it's its second week.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's not too terrible. Total of 210 million.
Wow.
And that's just domestically, not worldwide. And
Yeah.
that's just the fourth one. And I guess the Despicable Me franchise also includes the Minions movie.
Yeah. Or I think there's at least 2 Minions movies at this point.
Debuting at number 2, we got Longlegs, made 22.5 million in its opening weekend.
Is that a movie about spiders that happen to have the first name Daddy?
Nope.
Oh.
It's a horror-ish type movie thing. I didn't pay too close attention to what it was actually about when we talked about it last week.
Oh, long legs?
Yeah. It was about things.
Legs that were long?
I'd asked if it was about a spider named Daddy.
I mean,
Of my house.
there was a movie from like the 40s or 50s called Daddy Longlegs. I think it was a Fred Astaire movie if you want to watch that.
I think I'm good.
Okay.
I might, though.
Coming in at number 3, Inside Out 2 made another $20 million. A total of $571,800,000
Damn.
in 5 weeks. So, yep. I can't wait till Inside Out 3 comes out.
Where they add even more emotions somehow.
There's plenty of emotions you can have.
It's true.
Coming in at number 4, A Quiet Place Day 1 made another $11 million. A total of $115.5 million. And debuting at number 5, Fly Me to the Moon made $9.5 million in its opening weekend.
Nice.
So that was the Scarlett Johansson movie. I think she's in that one. And who? Channing Tatum? Tates?
It is.
Oh, and I haven't seen a Tates movie?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
Woody Harrelson, Ray Romano.
Holy crap. It's going to make some money.
Almost $10 million
In weekend 1?
in the first weekend in the U.S.
Oh, it's so nice of ScarJo to get her husband a job.
Oh, Colin Jost is in it?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you were Colin Jost, wouldn't you take all the jobs ScarJo could get you?
Or can give you.
I believe what Brian's trying to say is get out of my house.
Get out.
That was a movie, right? That just came out like last year, a couple years ago.
It's been about 5 years.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a while.
It's Jordan Peele.
Peele, yeah. But
Not Key.
Not Key. Yeah, Jordan Peele. It was his directorial debut, I think.
Okay. Yep.
And he's had a couple since then.
All right. Let's see here.
You all right?
Sorry, water went down the wrong pipe.
The dogs are I don't know what they're doing.
Circling?
That's fair.
Oh. It's called being dogs.
Bark, bark.
They are doing dog things, Pat.
Thanks.
Let's see. Coming out this week, going to be a slow week at the box office because the summer blockbusters coming out this week.
Oh.
Twisters.
Twisters?
Twisters.
Multiple twisters?
Yes.
Wait. Yeah.
There's more than one twister in this movie.
So
Like
this
how the
is-
sequel to Alien was Aliens.
Yeah.
Yes. So this is. I don't know if it's technically a sequel or if it's like a
I think it's a
I think it's
sequel.
supposed to be a sequel, but not like necessarily the same
Yeah.
characters, if you will.
Yeah,
But like it's the same
same world.
but,
The
like,
people
same
from the
world.
first movie did exist in this movie.
But yeah, I don't think that they're like supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if any of them actually came back. Well, obviously, Bill Paxton didn't.
So it's just like a bigger board with like more things on the circle that you can spin and get.
Yes. Right foot blue. I think they got more colors. I think they added
Yeah.
like purple and orange,
Okay, that's fun. Might
May-
want to watch that.
maybe even brown.
Interesting.
Yeah, it doesn't look like any of the like anybody from the original like shows up in it. So
Probably because they got taken away by the Twister.
a retired tornado chaser and chaser, get out, all of you. You could have said no. A retired tornado chaser and meteorologist is persuaded to return to Oklahoma to work with a new team and new technologies. Yeah, that's that's just my dogs fighting in the background.
Yeah, everybody's watching the dogs do dog things.
Yeah, so this is obviously like the summer blockbuster that
That I won't watch.
I actually will probably go to the theater to see this. I would rather see it in the theater than at home, like at home.
Fair.
I would rather
I'll
go
let you
watch
tell me.
Despicable Me 4.
I'll let you tell me how it is before I go to a theater.
Yeah.
Anything else, or is it just Twisters this week? The dog's still doing dog things.
Yeah. Gee, that was...
Maybe too much of dog things.
Let's see. We also have a movie called Crossing coming out.
Is this the John Edwards talking to ghosts?
No.
Oh, okay.
This is about Leah, a retired teacher, has promised to find her long-lost niece, Tekla. Her search takes her to Istanbul, where she meets Evrim, a lawyer fighting for trans rights, and Tekla starts to feel closer than ever.
To what?
I just read what they wrote about the film. I don't know what she felt closer to.
You probably should have, edited their write-up.
Yeah, I have a hard time keeping up with, like,
Everything on the
the
internet.
local things and the national things. I have zero idea any of the people in this film. I don't know anything about any of them.
They sound... What was it? You said they went to Turkey?
Fanboy?
Yes.
Is it, I'm guessing, a Turkish film? Maybe?
We'll go with yes.
Okay.
Let's see here. Also coming out, we have a movie.
Yep, now Brian has to go interfere with the dogs doing dog things.
The other movie coming out this week is called Clawfoot. It is a 2023 film, just getting released to the box office. It follows a housewife psychologically terrorized by a manipulative contractor, leading to a twisted battle of wits with deliciously unexpected results.
I was about to make a joke about this is about a bathtub, and I think it
Same.
might actually be about a bathtub.
Let's see here. This is... who is in this? Oliver Cooper, Olivia Culpo, Francesca Eastwood. I have no idea who any of these people are.
This sounds like a art house movie or something, or a, what do you call it? A film fest. What made its rounds in the festivals? looking for distribution, and now it's being distributed.
And on the 20th, it's a Saturday release, I believe, to the Hallmark Channel. Love is Brewing.
Oh, who is in that one?
Well, it's about a local champion skier and Vermont brewmaster who team up as an unlikely match to create a seasonal microbrew in order to save her family's business by Christmas.
Oh, that sounds so excellent.
Is this a Christmas in July movie?
It sure is. This stars Katie Leclerc, Ryan McPartlin, Joanna Harrington, John Forrest. I could keep going with names that I've never heard of.
That's all right. I heard a couple of those names, as in the people who show up in Hallmark movies.
Yes. So if you're patiently waiting for Hallmark Christmas movies to come out, one comes out Saturday this week.
All right. Christmas in July for Hallmark.
So actually next week will be the big blockbuster coming out.
The Hallmark movie?
No.
Oh,
like actual summer blockbuster.
More than
next week.
Twisters?
Yes.
So we have something to talk about next week?
We do.
All right.
Yeah.
Is it a superhero movie?
It is.
All right.
Finally.
I think I might already have tickets for it. So what's next on the agenda to eat?
We've got the
Eiffel bonbons?
yes.
Some strawberry Eiffel bonbons. These are a thing that I used to be able to order when we were in French class in 7th and 8th grade. An Eiffel candy company, and I found them on Amazon a while back, and I had to buy them.
Minimum 7 months ago. I wish I was kidding.
No, it's fine. Like you said, they are chewy.
If I'm reading this correctly, these are good until 2077.
Nice.
No.
Maybe French do their dates different. Maybe it was 1977. They are very flavor forward. Like that is a strawberry flavor that is there. Yeah. I'm so used to eating, I guess, some of the Asian flavors that are a lot more subtle. This goes right up there with a bunch of the American candies. Here you go. Sweet fruit flavor.
That's delightful.
It is good.
We have a bunch more at home. You can have more.
Chew all you want. They get more.
Bought them to split with my friend, who also was in the same French class, who lives in Brooklyn. And I'm planning on taking some of them with us when we go up there in September.
We had them before, yeah, because I questioned what these were, and you said, "Oh, I'm going to take half these to Timothy," and we did not. Also, we went there for New Year's. Well, it wasn't for New Year's, but we were there over New Year's. So, yes, when I said minimum 7 months, I mean
Pretty
7
close.
months.
This is the 7th month
That is correct.
in the new year.
That is correct.
We are over halfway done with this year.
Good.
I was just saying.
Yeah. Gonna have some more of these.
We have a whole second pack.
Yeah, they are very delightful and very chewy. So it's tough to talk and chew on these at the same time. But we will try. So if you hear us chew, I hope you don't have ASR aversions.
And don't write us a 1-star review because we were eating candy. I mean,
or
two,
Or-
actually, yeah.
Or
Either way.
a 5-star review because we were eating candy. I love it. They ate candy. 5 stars. Maybe I'll do that on one of my many secret accounts.
Ooh.
By that I mean I only have one.
One account or one secret account?
Both.
Yes.
If he told you how many secret accounts he had, they would not be secret.
Secret. I've
I got a secret. I was about to do that, but we only have 3 mics, and Pat was holding it.
I didn't know we had
that we can blame Jason for that one.
Yeah, I didn't realize we had a lot of Styx fans in the room.
Oh, yeah. For sure. Top 5 this week? You got some top 5 music? Or sound effects?
I can hit this horn over again.
Yeah, we're done with the horns.
Or not.
I mean,
I lied when I said I wasn't going to hit the horn anymore.
We wouldn't know.
yeah. You hit a button, we're not sure what it did.
Yeah. It went doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Yeah, that was closer. You're better at that than I am. I should retire from mouth sound effects.
As opposed to non-mouth sound effects.
I mean, I guess you could do like armpit farts or something. Or real farts.
Those are both options of making noise, yes. Or sound. Top 5 this week. Top 5 conspiracy theories.
There are a lot. And there's kind of rabbit holes when you start looking at them.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of a dangerous topic to start reading up on.
Pat is a big conspiracy theorist fan.
As in, you like the conspiracy theories, or you agree to the conspiracy theories?
Both. Absolutely both. Don't let him tell you any different. It's both.
He's trying to talk, but you won't let him have the mic.
Absolutely not. I'm holding the mic this entire segment.
Oh, Pat, you want my mic?
Womp womp.
I'm okay, thank you. I just need to project loud enough to be heard in the mic that she put very closer to my face the moment I projected. Thank you.
So, Brian, did you want to go first?
I can go first. Let's see here. My number 5. Again, these aren't this isn't like my favorite. I don't have like favorite conspiracy theories. These are just like the ones where I'm like,
they interest you more.
It
entertains you in some way.
Yeah, it's mind-boggling that it
People
exists
believe
and they
it.
think it happens. So I'll go with the lizard people.
That's on my list.
Yeah. I believe the most recent one was Justin Bieber.
Oh, I heard something about that, yeah.
Australia. Yeah, there was an article that someone wrote that they saw him turn into a lizard.
Oh, I missed that.
Yes. Like he just transformed into a lizard.
Like still full human size, or like
I didn't get the specs or the
does he turn into a lizard or a lizard person?
Or like one of those little tiny lizards you see down in Cincinnati that aren't supposed to be here. They crawl over the place.
Are you saying they're not a native species? I never saw them growing up, but my place of work at our old location before we moved a couple months ago, they were like always running around.
I also never saw them growing up, but I didn't grow up here, so
I've seen them my entire life growing up here. They must be native to Norwood.
That's probably it.
Yeah, so the lizard people conspiracy theory is my number 5.
Yeah, I've got the... Well, I'll go with my number 5 then. There's with the lizard people and the Pizzagate.
That was on my... That is on my list, but I have a long list, so...
Okay.
Yeah, that's...
Because part of the Pizzagate was they are lizards.
Yes.
Yeah, so...
Lizards do like pizza, so...
Yeah. Well, they don't actually eat pizza.
Apparently.
No, they drink baby's blood.
Yeah, they kidnap children
Yeah.
so they can drain it of its nutrients and turn it into whatever they need to what?
Turn it into pizza sauce.
Oh, yeah. I can't remember what they actually had a term for, or what whatever they take to keep themselves young and virile. And all the...
I think there's a South Park episode about that.
There probably is.
Yes.
But so I'm throwing, the Pizzagate at my number 5.
Marlia?
No particular order, because I definitely didn't Google conspiracy theories on our way over here. So sorry. Dogs being dogs. I'm going to go with the singer Katy Perry is actually JonBenet Ramsey.
I just heard that one today.
I've heard that one before, but it still baffles me. I like people's reasoning for that. Is that no, JonBenet? Do you not know who JonBenet Ramsey is? I'll tell you about it later. But it's that JonBenet's parents look vaguely similar to Katy Perry's parents.
Yeah.
And therefore, that is
Vaguely
why
similar.
People, and I guess technically they would be around the same age if, the whole murder thing didn't happen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or didn't happen.
Oh.
Who knows?
Oh, yeah. Do you have a conspiracy theory, Pat?
He has so many.
My phone died, so I might forget something that was on my list. But I was just going to make my number 5 a not funny one necessarily. However, bowling ball named the conspiracy theory by I can't even remember the brand because my phone died. But it was a very high end, fun bowling ball that did a lot of good things while it was not discontinued, and it is currently retired.
Oh,
so yeah.
Did you have
for its service
personal conspiracy theory ball? Like
I did not.
For you?
I wish I would have known about it. I didn't get into bowling while it was in its prime.
Gotcha.
So, yes, but I've seen many a good conspiracy theory video on it.
What's the conspiracy about this bowling ball?
It's called the conspiracy theory.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he was being dumb.
Yes.
I see.
Uh-huh.
I don't think that's being dumb. That's being clever.
I was being me.
I get it now.
And I guess my number 4 would be that there's was this video on Cleveland sports a few years ago that related a lot of things that have happened in the franchises, the Indians / Guardians, Browns, and Cavaliers that all relate to the number 22. And it's kind of fascinating, the amount of different stuff that all
have to
links
do with
together that has to do with that number.
So Cleveland sports and the number 22.
Yeah.
Okay. I have to look that one up.
Oh, I guess that was your number 4.
What was some of it? This player had that number as on their jersey.
I believe so. It didn't but the person that fulfilled the conspiracy theory, so to speak, was LeBron James, whose number is 23 or 6. So that correlation was very strange. No, it does not. But somehow they made it work, and I was like, this blows my freaking mind. So, yeah.
All right, Marlia, number 4.
My number 4 is that the Titanic is not the ship that sank. It was the Olympic,
I think.
Those are both the things that I said, yes. Anyway, yes.
Yeah.
That it was not the Titanic.
I just saw something on that last week where a picture came up and said, "Oh, this is how you can prove that it wasn't the Titanic," and blah blah blah. And then every comment is "Yeah, that's just not right. These are the right pictures." But
yeah,
they're like, "Oh, it was
the Olympia or whatever already had damage, and they basically planned it
for insurance thing,
something like that."
And who was it? One of the American billionaires or whatever was behind it to get rid of all his competitors because all the rich people that were on the boat when it sank. I can't remember which one. Carnegie or something was supposed to be on the boat and then didn't go on it, while Astor and somebody else were on it. And it was a fun conspiracy, you're right.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
Let's see, my number 4. I'm going with aliens. Specifically that, like, the aliens came down and, built the pyramids and built the, pyramids over in Egypt and South America and Mexico, because how else can you explain different civilizations coming up with the pyramid shape? It must all connect.
It must.
So it's got to be aliens.
It's gotta be aliens.
Aliens.
All right. Well, my number 4, I'll keep it similar. The conspiracy is that Dollar Generals are ran by the government to gather information about UFOs.
What?
Yes.
Wow.
There is a collection of people who believe that there are so many Dollar Generals that they are ran by the government and they are collecting and gathering information about UFOs.
It sounds like a Southern conspiracy to me.
Yeah.
Because I think there's more Dollar Generals down south, like every other block. No, I'm wrong.
There's a Dollar General in every single small town in Ohio, and there are a bajillion
But there's
small towns.
But there's a per town. I think there's 3 in every small town in the south.
Fair.
If I had to guess, so my parents live outside of Somerset by Lake Cumberland. In the, we'll say a 25-mile radius where they live.
Yes.
Off the top of my head, I know that there are 7.
Wow.
Is that Dollar General specific, or are you including like Dollar Tree and
It's
any
either
dollar
either
store?
a Dollar General or a Family Dollar. Those are the only two. There aren't any Dollar Trees, but Dollar General, Family Dollar. There are at least 7 in a 25-mile radius around them, easily.
Excellent. And
That's
learning about UFOs.
Yeah, yep. I mean, I've never been cued into any UFO activity when I'm down there visiting and shopping at any of the stores. So I don't know.
Maybe ask
They
next
know you're
time.
an outsider.
Maybe they know that I'm not a UFO. I didn't drive my UFO to there. They didn't see anything,
You just walk in and say, "Oh, so how the UFO's going today?"
Yeah. What's new in the UFO world? All right. That was my number 4.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 3, I will go with the conspiracy that the Central Intelligence Agency killed Bob Marley.
I mean, I can understand why they would want to. Not really.
No.
With all the people they are killing, I don't think Bob Marley is that high on their list.
Yep. The fact that people believe it is...
They killed a lot of other people. So Bob Marley might be on their list.
Maybe.
I mean, that's all they do is kill. I mean, I think the CIA is probably responsible for at least 1/5 of the deaths in the world.
1/5?
1/5. The CIA is that massive.
Could see that.
Yep.
That tracks.
Yep. Let's see. On my list, I think I'll go. My number 3 is the faked moon landing.
that never happened.
Stanley Kubrick filmed it in a soundstage.
A classic, really?
Yep. Because, as they said, it would probably cost less money to fly to the moon than it would to create to create a Hollywood production about going to the moon. But that's my number 3. I'm sure people have heard this one. I know people who believe this one.
Oh, no.
Marlia?
All right. My number 3 goes along with my number 4. And I just heard this yesterday or the day before. There are people that believe that the Ocean Gate explosion was to cover up the fact that it was not the Titanic. There's something about, like, the windows are different or something, and if they got too close, they'd be able to see that it was not, in fact, the Titanic.
So somebody had to plant explosives on the Ocean Gate to stop them from finding out?
Yes.
Nice.
They made sure to bolt them in. And then
Well, they were bolted in. I mean,
They threw a grenade in there, then they bolted them in and said, all right, have a good time.
Yep.
Little did they know they sent them down there with a PS2 controller with almost dead batteries.
No, it wasn't a real. It was an aftermarket controller.
Mad Cats, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
to be clear, that was the only, when you told me what the top 5 was, that was the only one that I was like, and this is a this one.
This is going on right there.
I have to Google my other 4, but that one, got it.
Pat number 3.
I have to think about this one for a second, but it's one of the ones that was on my list anyway. Number 3, it would probably do like it could be at any number of slew of different things that happened around the whole 9/11 extravaganza.
Inside job, man.
But the number 1 would most likely be that the government had some sort of knowledge about it before it happened, and that and that jet fuel does not melt steel beams.
Yeah. No, because you can't get that higher in heat.
To be clear, I have come home to hear him watching YouTube videos about this. So that when I say that he's like into conspiracy theories, I mean like legitimately will just watch videos on conspiracy theories.
Sometimes a lot of the facts make a lot of sense. And like you can't just ignore the facts sometimes. It's not a conspiracy if everything checks out. It is still
because it's on the
happened.
internet doesn't mean it's true, Pat.
I get that, but they pull up a lot of proof.
Or they tell you they have proof.
This is what I live with.
Do you have a number 2?
Number 2, I'll go along with Brian's CIA assassination, and we'll go with John F. Kennedy and saying that John Wilkes Booth was not, in fact,
John Wilkes Booth was Abraham.
Sorry. Well, we go with that one. We go with that one too. Yeah. John Wilkes Booth did not kill JFK, but the one guy that did kill him wasn't actually the shooter.
Lee Harvey.
Lee Harvey Oswald, was not the person that killed JFK.
I don't know. Have they really opened up the report? I forgot the name of the report that they did that.
I can't remember.
I have no idea.
Oh, well. Weren't they supposed to open that? Did they open that? Unseal it?
I believe so.
Okay.
Did they really look at it, though? Sometimes that's all you can do.
Well, if they unsealed it and you still haven't heard all the proof that something happened, I guess there was nothing in it, huh?
Probably not.
Do you have a number 2? 2?
I am going to go with. So I don't know if the exact what the conspiracy theory itself is, whether it's the title of the movie or the movie itself. The movie Frozen was
Yes.
Disney made Frozen in order to cover up the fact that
Walt Disney is cryogenically frozen.
But I've heard it like either that they made the movie specifically for that, but also that they named it Frozen. So when you Google
Disney Frozen,
it pops up with the
Walt,
movie.
yeah, instead of
Because they could have named it like the Ice Queen or
the
something.
Snow Queen, whatever it was.
Something
actually
like
based
there was
off
a different title at some point, and I'm not sure if the conspiracy is exactly because I've heard it before, but it's.
No, I'm not sure that's a conspiracy. I think that one's true. I mean, if you were Disney, wouldn't you want that?
Stop Googling is Walt Disney cryogenically frozen. We've got to put a stop to this. How can we do it? Why do people keep looking for this? Why are they asking?
That Snow Queen myth that we never did a movie about. Let's put a movie on that. So when they look up Frozen Disney.
I'm not saying it's smart. Just
No, it's actually, if it's true, it's a good idea from them to, yeah, protect their legacy. Let's see, number two for me. I'm going with the whole 1980s satanic panic when everything was Satan. The metal music was all driven
If you
by
play it backwards.
Oh yeah. And the Dungeons and Dragons is warping your children's mind, and even that going into Harry Potter because they're wizards is satanic, all that crap.
Yep.
And we had a music teacher in school who had a book on why all these rock and roll, and like we're expecting it to be like about the metal stuff, and they're like, Pat Benatar is satanic. We're like, oh, what the hell? So that is my number 2.
That's a good, yeah. I do always remember, like, was it one of Ozzy's albums or?
Yeah. Oh, well, he was sued.
Yeah, I knew there was something like when I was like younger.
I think he had a song called "Suicide Solution."
Yep.
Which he's pretty much is about alcohol being a solution that you will slowly kill yourself by drinking. Well, somebody said, my son heard that song and killed himself because you told him suicide was a solution.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh.
Yeah, whole, like, if you play an album, like, backwards.
Yeah, Judas Priest had the backwards masking.
Yep.
If you play this song backwards, you can hear him say, do it, do it. So he killed himself.
Yeah. Wow. Let's see here. My number 2, I will go with the theory that people believe that the government controls the weather so that celebrities have nice weather when they get married.
Ooh.
There is a group of people.
That turned much more wholesome than I thought it was going to.
Well, that's nice of the government to do that.
Yes. But it's because the government only cares about famous people and not everyday people.
Well, naturally.
They don't have our best interests. They only care about making sure that celebrities have the best day possible on their wedding, weather-wise.
That makes sense. I mean, if I had a weather machine, that's what I would use it for. Rich, famous people have good weather for weddings.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Would you tell them that you're the reason why they have good weather so that they give you more money?
Yes, I would.
No, I would just let them think that it's just a perk of being wealthy. The weather just works for me.
Although, God, now that you're talking about it, my father used to always claim, whenever there was a nice weather for, you were at a place, my dad said, well, I was in charge of the weather, so I did my job.
Yeah.
He might have been part of that conspiracy.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, right, really nice weather. It's like, well, I was in charge of the weather this year, so that's why. He didn't pass that along. Damn it.
Some secrets just can't. You gotta,
Secret. I got a secret.
Yeah. All right. My number one.
All right, we're in the home stretch. Number ones.
So I'm gonna go with the entire existence of QAnon.
Yeah.
It is so joyfully dumb for me to continuously go back down that rabbit hole.
It's a rabbit hole that's painful for me to even
just to read the links that these people go to try to connect numbers with letters, with dates, that like if they like when they line up, something big is going to happen on that number, and then it doesn't happen. To go back and like read the like
where they made their mistake in the calculation.
So it's actually not this. Like we have to do this to get there, and then this is going to happen. It is. I love it. I
You're the one who loves it.
You would if you enjoy that, you would very much enjoy. I know you're not like a Taylor Swift fan, but her fans, not myself included, because I don't like. I enjoy listening to her music, but I'm not this. They like she puts Easter eggs into things. They will like analyze every single post or picture and be like, there's 5 holes in a fence in this one picture, and people thought it was there's so many things where they'll like do math on the number of letters in words, and somehow it always they force it to come out to be 13 because that's like her favorite number or whatever.
Yeah. I heard
it is wild when you actually like, if you were to ever like actually look into Taylor Swift Easter eggs, the things that people come up with are absolutely insane.
Yeah.
It's highly entertaining.
There's no such thing as a coincidence.
No. I mean, yes, some things she does in fact plan. That is factual. But not everything.
Yeah. It's kind of went away in the last couple of years, like at least from like mainstream media QAnon, but like it yeah, that is true. Some of them did get arrested for peacefully being at the Capitol in January, down the hall. Yeah, I love it so much. like I mean, HBO. I think it was HBO that did a documentary on it. I mean, that's far better than a Pete Rose documentary. So, in my opinion,
it's close. It's close.
And I don't even know what Pete Rose is going to be about, but I have a guess, and I'd rather watch that than the QAnon one. But
well, I'll go to my number one. My favorite of all the conspiracy theories is the whole flat earthers.
Oh yeah,
flat Earth. The fact that they will bend over backwards to make fake science look like,
yeah,
they've got proof.
I like when they say things that equate to proving that there is a curve, and then you point that out to them, and then they get all upset and they say, "But it's flat." And it's like, the words you're saying are leading you.
Yeah, but
to
look at this
describe
and this.
that it's
and
curved.
Like, well, yeah, that just proved you're wrong. No. Yeah, those are the best when their own science disproves what they're trying to say.
Yeah, like when those guys cut like a hole in the wall and then shined a light through the hole into another hole and waited a couple hours or whatever, and then found out that the Earth was not in fact flat because it moved the exact distance that it should have. Like, love that.
No. You mean stuff that prehistoric, before we wrote down our histories, figured out?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Can't possibly be.
But yeah, flat earthers. And I like it when they make rocket ships by themselves to try and prove their theory, and their rocket ship blows up.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Marlia, number one?
My number one is just overarching all of the conspiracies about like the COVID vaccine, but specifically the ones that say that they put a tracker in you, as if
like your cell phone is good enough.
As if you're I would say like conservatively every adult carries a cell phone with them at all times. You know what that does? It fucking tracks you.
Yeah, they didn't need to create a nano tracker that fits into a vaccine vial that fits into a tiny needle that goes into your arm. Nope. They have you have
that little box in your pocket at
if
almost
you're
all times.
Yes.
But the cool thing about that box is it's a calculator that my grade school teacher said I would not have in my pocket.
That's right.
You know how to do this because you won't have a calculator with you at all times.
Joke's on you.
Yeah.
That thing even has Syntan and COS on it too.
Exactly.
The express functions. Right?
You can graph your calculators on this. Or something. Math terms.
Yeah.
I think you can look up graphing calculators on like the internet and it's there.
Close enough.
Simulator.
Yes. I think along with the COVID, like with the vaccine tracker, the other thing that I like that came out about the same time was that all of the 5G towers were emitting.
Oh yeah.
That's like the signals that they were passing COVID through the 5G towers. That's how we were becoming infected.
Oh God, I just saw one like the other day about someone was bragging about how they don't have any mRNA in them, and like, yeah, you're full of mRNA.
Hopefully you do, because if you don't, you're freaking dead.
Maybe they were a lizard person.
They might have been a lizard person, like Bieber.
Do lizards have mRNA in them?
Alien lizards don't.
That's something a lizard person would ask.
Would ask or would know.
I'm neither, so I'm not a lizard person, so I don't.
Or you're telling us you're not a lizard. That's something a lizard person would say.
Trying to throw him off my trail.
I can neither confirm nor deny that.
All right, my number one is the Area 51 complex, to go along with kind of what Jeff said earlier about aliens, but theirs is more specific to that they do military testing on that base to either allude to the fact that there are aliens being tested in there, to give people that, like, so that you can't go in and see anything.
They're reverse engineering all that alien technology.
Yeah. And, like, they're testing it on whales in the ocean or something. It's pretty incredibly wild. And then, obviously, everyone wanted to storm it, like, a couple of years ago.
Oh, that was great.
And that just did not, like, it's a highly secure military base. Like, nothing was ever going to happen.
No.
Or you're all just going to get blown up.
I think more news people showed up than people to storm.
Yeah, there aren't fences around the Capitol. So I just want to make that clear. Marlia gave me a look of like, well, that's not...
I was going to say, that's
that's
why like they diverted them to Washington.
Yeah. They just turned around and Naruto ran halfway across the country.
They probably use the underground Pizzagate tunnels.
They probably you get through much quicker.
Speaking of underground tunnels, in Brooklyn, the frickin' the Jewish tunnels. We were in. We're opening up the Sprite Tic Tacs, but when we were in Brooklyn, the tunnels were running directly underneath.
We were staying 2 blocks away from where like the tunnel was discovered. A week and a half before the tunnels were discovered.
Interesting.
Sprite flavored Tic Tacs. A way to finish off the show with fresh breath and
You can just take these. I have some at home.
effervescent spriteness.
That's tart.
Really hits you at the back.
Sure does.
Nice lemon lime. I like it.
All right. We did not have any top fives from Twitter, but we did have a few on Facebook.
You got that pulled up?
I do. Let's see here. From Kevin Brigger. He says, number 5, the moon landing was faked. Number 4, Michael Jackson is still alive.
Well, that is true.
Number 3, that John Wilkes Booth lived past 1865. I've never heard that one.
Yes.
I'm not sure.
Well, he lived till at least 1963 to shoot Kennedy.
Yeah, at least. We proved that tonight. So there you go, Kevin. We just disproved yeah. Let's see. He's number 2. Stonehenge was built by the aliens.
Oh, yep.
Yep, because no one else could do that.
Nope.
Their stones aren't from an area directly close to them.
They didn't have the technology to be able to lift stone. Come on.
Yep. And number 1 is Elvis is still alive.
Yeah, pretty much any of this celebrity
This
who
person is
died
still
is really alive. Or
Tupac.
Yeah.
Elvis.
Biggie.
Yeah.
I said Biggie.
Diddy is still alive.
All right. From Brian Hour.
All right. No, that's Brian.
Yes, that's him.
Okay.
Let's see. His number 5, barbecue. Barbecue was the best G.I. Joe.
Pork chop sandwiches.
Okay. I'm glad someone knows what that means.
Get that.
Number 4, Star Trek is better than Star Wars.
I think this is the wrong top 5.
These are conspiracy theories. People.
Number 3, Jim always has less than 80 on his golf score.
I've never shot over par.
Number 2,
Don't you mean under par?
No, I mean over par. When I hit par, I stop playing.
Fair.
I only pay to hit so many shots on a golf course. I mean,
yeah.
My dad used to say that he's getting his money's worth.
Yeah. Let's see. His number 2 is that I personally love Star Wars.
oh, that's a conspiracy.
No.
Straight.
And his number 1 is that Jason does great impressions.
Well, that's just flat wrong.
Yeah,
Disproved
yeah.
5 of the 5.
I don't know. And then we had Nick Mayer. Let's see. Number 5, the CIA fed drugs into inner cities that directly led to the war on drugs.
But that one's true.
That one is true.
Yeah.
We know that's true.
Number 4, the Atlanta Falcons should have beaten the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl. Okay.
Sorry, Brian.
I'm 28-3. Number 3, he hobied this one. Kurt Cobain did not kill himself. Princess Diana's accident wasn't an accident. And P. Diddy planned Biggie's assassination.
Oh, P. Diddy was behind Biggie.
And Tupac. But he just said Biggie. Number 2, secret societies run the nation.
Secret. I got a secret.
The Illuminati.
Yeah. Freemasons, yep. And then his number 1 is that hydrogen-powered cars are the future.
Hydrogen-powered cars were the future. The scientist was killed that came up with the idea in the early 1900s because of people.
He knew too much.
He did.
Did he work for Boeing by any chance?
He might have. To be completely honest, I can't remember exactly, but
Was
I
Boeing around then?
might have been.
No.
Someone with the last name Boeing probably was around them.
I meant the corporation.
I don't know when they started.
Just don't blow any whistles around Boeing. That's all I'm saying.
I rim shot it.
Okay, I can't hear it.
But
Is that that was
it.
listener feedback? All right.
Those were the 3.
Well, the other conspiracy is we will be back next week, hopefully within the studio.
Yeah. Should be back in the studio. Apparently, after this week, Jason doesn't have any other engagements on Tuesday nights that will take him
At
away
least
from
through the summer.
Right.
So
I'll believe it when I hear it.
I'll believe it when I see it.
So those people who tune in to listen to Jason and were very disappointed this week,
You're welcome.
next week for you.
Yeah, we'll have to check those Alabama numbers too next week. See if he's actually working.
if
He's
giving-
expensing this as a Hobie trip, so
Yep.
we're going to have to check those receipts.
Which is probably bad idea of the week, is letting Jason expense a trip.
Yeah. I was going to say taking pictures with an iPad. Just in general, but I mean, especially not at...
Easier to do it with an iPad than an iPhone. The area is so much easier to see. Those iPhones are so small, it's tough to figure out what you're taking a picture of. No, but the screen itself is just too small.
We will agree.
I'm an old person with bad eyesight is what
Yeah.
I'm trying to say.
I gather that.
The cameras that they made you use in the mid 90s. Sorry if that made a really weird noise. The mic slipped out of my hands
Sure it did.
and smacked me right in my chin. Very weirdly. Disposable cameras had the smallest frickin' lens known to man, and this screen is it's the size of the camera, and you can see the whole image on it.
Well, yeah. Believe
On an
me,
iPad, that's like 75 times the size of the no. Of the thing you could see in a disposable camera, like just a little
the little
tiny square.
viewfinder in a...
Are you saying I'm too little or too big?
She's never said that.
Do I need to multiply it by more times or less times? Sorry, I should have put that in easier terms.
So we're comparing the size of the image from a disposable camera viewfinder to
No.
the size of the image on an iPad.
Yes.
So he is saying that the image on the iPad is 75 times bigger than the disposable camera viewfinder.
Yeah.
I understand what he's saying. I'm simply saying I think he's wrong.
Okay.
Sorry, 69.5 times. I bet. Yes. I'm going to go up and look up the exact dimensions later, and then I'm going to post it on
Do that
my
math.
Twitter and then retweet it to you guys.
Or you could just tag us. And
No, because I want Jason to see it and then retweet it before I tag you guys, and it just randomly on the Hobie account.
I don't think Jason's going to
I'm confused now.
I-
But I don't know how Twitter works, so...
just do what you're going to do, and we'll handle the rest.
Fair enough. Thank you.
What number bad idea was any of that?
6,842.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, we're stretching.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had to have used up all double digits by now after 551 episodes.
You would think.
I would think.
Yeah.
The math's there.
It's in our favor.
Titles for the show?
Titles for the show. What did Marlia?
So I stopped writing after a bit, but I do have 4.
Okay.
I have hot chocolate spaghetti. No s'more of that.
Oh, boo.
Blabbermouth Cootermobile.
Blabbermouth.
And my mouth doesn't care how much it costs.
Ooh. The only 2 I had were Get Out and You Could Have Said No.
Yep. I really didn't. Let's see. I only wrote one down, and it was "Get Out of My House." But Blabbermouth Cootermobile.
Blabbermouth Cootermobile has that's impeccable. I would have written that down if my phone was alive.
Your phone was alive at that point.
I might have written it down. I definitely wrote down no s'more of that, and I think I also wrote down Jeff's because it had to do with you were playing a trombone, a horn, and a rim. So it was something along the lines of
The air horn, sad trombone rim shot.
yeah, something
More horns or something.
Yeah,
yeah,
no
something
more
like-
horny trombones.
Rim shot.
Wasn't that?
Yeah,
Yeah, there wasn't that.
no, it was not. That's what I wrote down, but that's not. Yeah,
All right. Well, I guess we're going with
Blabbermouth
Cootermobile.
Cootermobile it is.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for listening, and Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
Auf Wiedersehen.
From Walking Dead to Talking Head. history. It's the history of bad, so bad. The history of bad, it's bad. History of bad ideas. Podcast.
You are listening to a Hobie.